Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 17th to the 23rd. Pick a comfy spot, grab a warm drink, and let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. So this week we're going to be doing a Celtic cross. Going to get a handle on the situation, the challenge, cause, advice, possible outcome, all stuff like that. All the good stuff for this week for Cancer. So I do apologize. I am sick again. So I am rather stuffed up. So please forgive me for sounding a bit nasally. But yeah, I tend to get sick a lot during the winter months. So unfortunately, it is just what it is. And yeah, so let's get started. Okay, nope, they want it that way. Okay. Let's see. Lots of major arcana. Okay, so the situation is the moon, and the challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. So the situation is, I think that you have a choice to make. And I think that you're caught between, your intuition and what you feel is really best for you, and what society or your family or what you think the outside world expects of you. So there's a choice you're trying to make here, and you're kind of caught between what you want to do and what you think you should do. It's the challenge is the Nine of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if this has to do with money or a career or a job. Could be a relationship for some of you. But it has to really do with your independence in some way. So I think you're trying to decide whether to, whatever the situation is for you, whether to make a choice to be more independent or make what I believe is like a safe, what people perceive to be a safer choice and be less independent. So that is very interesting. And the cause is the Five of Swords. The cause is somebody wanting to win at all costs. So the cause is, I don't think that this is your energy. I think someone wants to influence you to be less independent so that you can be more dependent on them in some type of way. So that's not the greatest energy. But we're going to work through this and see how we can kind of take a step back from that. So we have the Lovers in the recent past. That is really interesting. If this is a partner for you, a romantic partner, it doesn't have to be. It could be a friend or a family member, some kind of a job even that you loved doing before. Whatever this is, it looked amazing. It was amazing in the beginning. In the recent past, it was absolutely amazing. And I feel like it felt like, I see what's happening here. I think that you recently got into some kind of relationship or job, and the relationship doesn't have to be romantic, but typically, a lot of people, that's what it is for. You typically got into some kind of relationship, and I think that you thought like everything from here was going to be fine. But I think now you've come to a crossroads where it's like, just as an example, like, do I move in with this person and then I'm financially dependent on, them to pay half of whatever? And I feel like you're going to be losing your independence a little bit. Um, and you're trying to make a decision about whether or not to do this. I think that if this is something super new, you don't want to make any decisions right now, because you really need to give yourself time to be able to see people's true motives and how they operate in all aspects of their life. When we first, start a job, or get into a relationship, or start a new friendship, or whatever it is so easy to get blinded by, the butterflies and the excitement and everything being new. But we really need to allow ourselves time to experience all the versions of this person or thing, so that we have a good, well-rounded, big picture view of who they actually are, or what this actually is. Um, it's like the first date thing. People say, they like to go out for dinner on the first date so that they can see the way the other person treats the wait staff. It's kind of that kind of vibe. Like, maybe, this person's wanting you to move in, or, make some kind of commitment that sacrifices some of your independence. Um, and I think that you need to give it a little bit more time to really get a big picture on what the actual situation is, what their actual intentions are. Okay. Near future, you have Queen of Wands. This is such an amazing energy. The Queen of Wands is independent, she's passionate, she's funny, she's the life of the party, she's all the good things. She's one of the, yeah, like the most passionate and like upbeat um queens in the deck. So in the near future here, I think that you're going to have made the choice that was right for you. And you're going to be happy and content with that decision. Whatever decision you do end up making in this situation, it brings you to the Queen of Wands energy. So it takes you to exactly where you want to be. What you need to know, okay, this is interesting. What you need to know is Temperance. So basically, like what I already said, you need to give yourself time. You need to give life time. You need to give this other person, place, or thing time to develop naturally. I know everything is so exciting in the beginning. I totally get it. And I'm just throwing this out here. If someone is pressuring you to do something before you are ready, um, that is something to really take into consideration, because we don't want to be with somebody who is pushing us in a direction we're not comfortable with, right? So what you need to know is have some patience, take some time, let some things unfold, and then you'll get to see kind of all sides of this. Okay? Okay. So then you have the Hierophant. I think that you're going to start getting a better picture of what is right for you, and that might not always be what's right for everybody else. So what's best for you is not always going to be what other people want, and that's okay. We're not here to be an experience or a thing for other people in their journey. This is our life. This is our journey. This is our experience. And whatever is best for you, that's what you need to do. Okay? You don't have to take it into consideration um what other people like will think of you. That's none of your business. You know what I mean? Have you ever heard that? What other people think of me is none of my business. Um, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect you. What's going to matter at the end is that you made all the right choices for yourself, and I can see that that's going to happen. Um, but you really need to keep in mind that you don't have to follow the way that things have always been done. They've been traditionally been done. You need to just follow your heart. With the moon here, with the moon and the 9 of Pentacles here, like, you already know deep down what you want. Excuse me, what's best for you, what's going to make you happy. It's just, you're just trying to convince yourself why you should do these things. You don't have to convince yourself. Don't worry about what anybody else says, does, or thinks. That's not, that's their journey, not yours. You just, do what's best for you. Okay. So, external energy. You have the Emperor. This makes complete sense. There's somebody around you who is trying to pressure you to do something the right way, or the way they think things should be done. We don't have to do what anybody tells us to do. I don't care if you live together or or if it's your boss or whatever. I mean, obviously do what you need to do to keep your job and whatever, but we don't have to live our life the way that people want us to live our life, no matter how much pressure they put on us. Okay, I want you to remember that. This Emperor energy is stubborn and very old school, and that might not be what is right for you on your journey. You know what's right for you on your journey. Okay? You don't have to convince anybody else that it's the right thing to do. You're never going to anyways. So just release that. What they think is what they think, and how they feel is how they feel, and I'm going to go and do what's best for me on my journey. The advice, the 6 of Pentacles. So a little bit of give and take. So obviously we have to, have a job and support ourselves, and in order to survive, and we have to be at least polite and like cordial to our families, and the people around us and stuff like that. um but there is a polite way, firm way to set boundaries with people. You might want to do a little bit of research on that this week. Look into, like, how to set boundaries with people who are overbearing and pushy and stuff like that, because yes, your advice here is to give and take. Okay, so we're going to do what's best for us. We're going to set boundaries, do what's best for us, but we're going to do that in a kind and respectful way. It doesn't have to be, like a huge fight. People, when they don't get their own way, they tend to try and make it into, like an argument, so that they can blame the other person. But it doesn't have to be like that. There are ways to kindly and respectfully be like, nope, I'm going to do this, and because that's what's best for me, and I hope that we can still, have a good relationship, and blah blah blah. So yeah, the advice is to do some giving and taking this week. Okay, so maybe, yeah, look into that a little bit, how you can firmly and politely set boundaries, but firmly set them. So your possible outcome is the Six of Wands. I absolutely love this. This is beautiful energy, okay? The the Six of Wands is the card of victory and achieving what you set out to achieve. So I think that you will gracefully make your way through this situation and you will come out on the other end. Um, Even if you're not like physically more independent, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally more independent. I think that this whole spread is about gaining your independence in some way, whether that is for the first time or getting it back. And I think that you're absolutely going to get there if you, yeah, like things don't have to be a fight. So if you just lovingly set firm boundaries with anyone in your life who is trying to push you into doing what they think you should do with your life. Okay, Cancer, so that's what I have for you. Before we go, we're going to pull a self-care card and an affirmation card. Self-care card is something you can do this week to take care of yourself, show yourself a little bit of love. So let's see. Self-care for Cancer, please. Ooh, energy work. I love this. Excuse me. So do some energy work this week, and I think that it is not connected to just any one of the chakras. If you don't know anything about chakras, there are quick little videos on YouTube where it'll give you the quick little rundown. Each chakra is connected to certain things in our life, certain energies in our life. Some of them are familial and, like stuff from our childhood, stuff like that. Really look into that and releasing any old, stuck energies and old ways of thinking, and really get the energy flowing through all of your chakras this week, okay? That'll help you with your confidence in yourself so that you can set the healthy boundaries that you need to be able to live your life the way that you're wanting to live it. So last card before we go is our affirmation card. So affirmation for Cancer, please. Affirmation for Cancer. Oh, look at that. We have energy. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. I couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, that is the synchronicity on that, and the whole reading is absolutely amazing. Don't let anybody tell you how to live your life. There are kind, loving, respectful ways to, put up boundaries between you and, toxic people that you have to deal with. And this week, it's really, really important to work on your own energy, because at the end of the day, that's all we can do. We can't change anybody's mind. We can't change the way anybody feels. That's not our job. Our job is to work on us and our peace and our happiness and our journey. So one more time before we go, because I feel like this is very important for you this week, okay, Cancer? Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. That was absolutely beautiful. That's what I have for you this week. I hope this reading has been insightful. Until next time, remember, you are smart, kind, beautiful, and brave. Bye, my friends.